It's a billion-dollar windfall for millions of people. Australians who've been unknowingly stung by sneaky credit card and loan fees are now turning the tables on the banks.
I just had no idea.
This stuff has been hidden and it has been sold for years and years and years.
Billions of dollars was taken from us that never should have been.
I'm just glad that it's payback time, you know.
Glenn Cordell drives trucks for a living, but imagine his surprise when a trailer load of cash arrived in his bank account.
So one of the claims was about $16,000.
Natalie Gieserkamp worked in finance, but also had no idea she was owed thousands.
You don't know what you don't know, so I didn't even know what I was looking for, to be honest with you.
They are among the millions of Australians raking in these unexpected windfalls, and there's still more than $1 billion waiting to be claimed.
Most people think that we're a scam and that it always sounds too good to be true. So we're ruining that sentence because it isn't too good to be true.
Carly Woods is CEO of Get My Refund, a company she started to empower consumers who'd been stung by dodgy financial products without even knowing it.
I worked in the industry, I saw firsthand what was going on and I wanted to use my knowledge to give back.
The service she offers was supercharged when the big banks were blasted by the Royal Commission over sneaky fees and junk insurance, a product that's useless to the customer. Glenn Cordell took out a loan to buy a ute for his business, but had consumer credit insurance added on without his knowledge.
Like a lot of people, you don't really go over that sort of information. You just think it's just part of the loan.
Natalie was also paying for this junk insurance on her credit card without knowing. Both were self-employed, creating one big problem with their policies.
The scary part about it was I wasn't actually eligible to claim on it. I was self-employed at the time. So even if I wanted to make a claim on the insurance that I had been paying for a few years, I wasn't eligible to claim on it.
Get My Refund did all the legwork to discover Natalie was now owed $1,700 and Glenn was owed even more, $16,000.
What did you think when they first discovered these potential refunds?
I was actually quite excited, and I felt like it's a bit of revenge time for the finance companies, banks that ripped a lot of people off over those years.
I've been in finance for many years and I had no idea about this insurance, that I was even paying it or where to find it in my documents or anything like that.
Get My Refund takes a fee of 30% of their total claim. The more loans and credit cards you've had in the past 20 years, the more likely you are to be eligible.
We know the law behind things. And not only that, we know what they're entitled to, and we always try and get the maximum refund owed.
How would you have gone trying to get refunds like this yourself?
For starters, I wouldn't have the time to chase it all down, and I don't think I would have got results like that. I've read reviews on other people that have tried to go in directly with the bank and not much success.
Corporate regulator ASIC reports $5.6 billion has been paid out to 7 million customers so far, but there's still at least $1.6 billion owing to almost 3 million customers still waiting to be claimed.
And my grandmother was charged around $20,000 in what they call financial advice fees for no service. And this is happening in families and households all around the country at the moment.
Finance expert Joel Gibson from One Big Switch.
Look, I think it's definitely worth having a look at the range of consumer remediation services that have sprung up in recent years as a response to the Banking Royal Commission.
We actually see a lot of people that come through to us that have already been and tried to complain on their own behalf and have received little to nothing of an outcome.
Anyone who's held a loan or credit card is able to begin the process by filling out an online form. Get My Refund does the rest and only charges if the claim is successful.
Yeah, they'll do all the work for you. It's amazing what they can come up with. They're still ringing me up to this day saying, oh, you had such and such loan. And I was like, oh, don't remember, but it's coming up in their search.
It must feel pretty good being able to turn the tables on these companies.
Yes, for sure, yeah. I felt happy, bit of revenge.
If anybody has had a loan, whether it is active or settled, they need to come through to us and let us do the work.
For more details, just head to our website.